Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Uzma Jafri. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 12th of October. Indian court acquits dentist couple and daughter's murder case. Pakistan's Election Commission issues arrest warrants against PTI party chief Imran Khan in contempt case. And Sri Lankan Navy arrests 5 Indian fishermen. And now for all the details. A court in India's northern Allahabad city on Thursday acquitted dentist couple Rajesh and Nupur Talwar and quashed their conviction in the 2008 murder of their teenage daughter and domestic help.
The Allahabad High Court in India's northern Uttar Pradesh province acquitted the Talwar couple in the double murder case of their daughter Arushi Talwar and domestic help Hemraj. In November 2013, Nupur and Rajesh Talwar were sentenced to life imprisonment by a special Central Bureau of Investigation or CBI court in Ghaziabad city. They had challenged their conviction and had filed an appeal in the Allahabad High Court. The court said that the CBI had failed to prove the Talwars guilty beyond doubt.
सारे एविडेंस लीड किए गए, सारी परिस्थिति पूर्ण रूप से ये पूरा का पूरा जो सजा दिया था सीबीआई की विशेष अदालत ने, ये परिस्थिति ने साक्ष्य पर आधारित था, जिसके आधार पर सीबीआई माननीय उच्च न्यायालय में इसको सिद्ध नहीं कर पाई और माननीय न्यायालय ने उस सजा को पूर्ण रूप से गलत माना और उनको एक्विटेड कर दिया.
14-year-old Arushi Talwar was found with her throat slit at her family home in Noida city in 2008. A day later, the body of domestic help Hemraj, who was initially suspected of murdering Arushi, was found dead in the pool of blood on the terrace of the flat. Early in the investigation, police alleged Rajesh had murdered his daughter and servant in a rage after finding them in a compromising situation. Both parents were later charged, but the Talwars always denied the murder and blamed sensational media coverage for demonizing them and damaging their defense.
An Indian army soldier and a civilian were killed as Pakistani troops resorted to firing and shelling along the frontier in Indian Kashmir on Thursday. Meanwhile, in another incident, several persons were injured in a grenade attack by unidentified persons in Pulwama district of the province.
An Indian army soldier and a civilian were killed on Thursday in ceasefire violation by Pakistani troops along the border in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. Pakistani troops reportedly resorted to firing and mortar shelling along the de facto border in Poonch district of the province. The Indian army also retaliated to the firing from across the border. There have been numerous ceasefire violations by Pakistan this year. Meanwhile, in another incident, several persons suffered splinter injuries after militants lobbed a grenade near a beauty parlour in Pulwama district of the province. Soon after the attack, security forces arrived on the spot and launched a hunt to nab the attackers.
In news from Pakistan, Election Commission of Pakistan on Thursday issued non-bailable arrest warrants against Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI party chairman Imran Khan in a contempt case. Meanwhile, 2 witnesses recorded their statements against Pakistan's finance minister as hearing in a corruption reference against him resumed on Thursday.
The Election Commission of Pakistan or ECP on Thursday issued non-bailable arrest warrants against Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI chairman Imran Khan for his failure to appear before it in a contempt of court case. The election body has ordered the police to present Khan before the commission on October 26th. However, the PTI has said it will challenge the decision in the Islamabad High Court. Imran Khan had earlier raised objections over ECP's jurisdiction to initiate contempt proceedings against him. The contempt notice was issued against him in January over his accusation that the election body was biased in a foreign funding case against him. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Finance Minister Ishaq Dar on Thursday appeared before an accountability court as the trial in a corruption case against him resumed. The National Accountability Bureau or NAB presented 2 witnesses before the court who testified against Dar. The court had indicted Dar last month in a reference pertaining to his owning assets beyond his known sources of income.
Moving on, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization on Wednesday resumed its Afghanistan contact group meeting after a 7-year pause in Moscow. The meeting was hosted by Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
The Shanghai Cooperation Organization or SCO resumed its Afghanistan contact group meeting hosted by Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Wednesday. The meeting was attended by the SCO member states at the Deputy Foreign Ministerial level in Moscow. SCO member states in their last summit in Astana had decided to relaunch the Afghanistan contact group meetings. As SCO observers state, the Afghan delegation was led by Deputy Foreign Minister Hekmat Khalil Karzai. According to a statement issued by the Afghan Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Karzai outlined 5 specific ways as to how contact group could engage with and support Afghanistan based on mutual issues of concern and interest. Karzai asked the SCO member states to grant Afghanistan permanent co-chairmanship of future contact group meetings. He also discussed the importance of peace and reconciliation based on the Afghan leadership and ownership, calling on the SCO member states to use their leverage and influence over militant groups and to bring them to negotiation table for results-driven peace talks. Later, China offered to host the next meeting of the contact group in early 2018.
Afghan bodybuilder Ahmed Qadri returned home to a hero's welcome on Wednesday after winning gold at the 9th World Bodybuilding and Physique Sports Championships held in Mongolia.
Afghan bodybuilding champion Ahmed Yasin Salih Qadri returned home to a hero's welcome on Wednesday after winning gold at the 9th World Bodybuilding and Physique Sports Championships. Officials from the Afghanistan Olympic Committee and residents of Kabul city gathered at the airport to welcome the champion. Apart from the gold medal, Qadri also won the Mr. Muscle title in the contest. This came 2 months after Qadri bagged gold in championships in his home country to win the Mr. Afghanistan title. In August, he also won gold in the 19 kg weight category in the Asian Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship in South Korea.
5 Indian fishermen were on Thursday arrested by Sri Lankan Navy for illegally fishing in its waters. They were later sent for police remand till October 25 by a Sri Lankan court. The arrest comes days after 10 other fishermen were detained on similar charges on Sunday.
Sri Lankan Navy on Thursday arrested 5 Indian fishermen for allegedly fishing in its territorial waters. The fishermen, hailing from India's southern Rameshwaram city, had ventured into the sea on Wednesday night and they were arrested near Kachativu Islet. The arrests came few days after 10 other fishermen were arrested on Sunday on similar charges.
மீனவர்கள் அச்சத்தில் தான் நேற்று ஒரு 300 படகு தான் கடலுக்கு போச்சு. அது இரவு கடை தான் போச்சு. கச்சேரி பகுதியில் மீன் பிடிச்சிக்கிட்டு இருக்கும்போது இலங்கை கடற்படை ஒரு படகையும் அந்த மீனவரை பிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. உடனே மத்திய அரசு தலையிட்டு அந்த படகுகளையும் மீனவரை விடுவிக்கணும்.
Sri Lanka has long fumed over alleged poaching and illegal fishing by Indian fishermen that it says deplete the catches of its own fishermen. Fishermen from both the countries often breach the undemarcated international maritime boundary line in search of catch, leading to arrest and confinement of their boats.
The Hindu festival of lights, Diwali, is just around the corner. During the festival, people light earthen lamps and the demand for the article goes up. Potters in India are now busy preparing earthen lamps to meet the demand.
Potters in India's northern Uttar Pradesh province are busy preparing earthen lamps or diyas these days. It's because the Hindu festival of lights Diwali is just around the corner. During the festival, the demand for article goes up as people decorate their houses, lighting earthen lamps or illuminating them with different types of lights. The earthen lamps are also used to worship gods and goddesses. Potters in Varanasi and Kanpur cities of the province are making more than 1,000 lamps in a day to meet the surge in demand.
यही मिट्टी का बर्तन है, चाय वाला पुरवा है, दिया है, भड़ेयर है, ग्वालिन है वगैरह, लस्सी वाला है।
इस समय क्या
इस समय तो मतलब सीजन है, सुबह चल रहा है दिया हुआ का दीपावली का।
Though the demand for earthen lamps is at peak during the season, over the years it has also witnessed decrease in the pricing with the advent of cheap and decorative LED lights in the markets.
बनाने के ऊपर है, जिसको जैसा चल जाए, कोई 2000 बना लेता, कोई 1000, बस 2000 से ज़्यादा नहीं बन पाती, बहुत बनाने वाला हो दिन भर में।
Diwali is a 5-day festival celebrated in many regions of India, and it spiritually signifies the victory of light over darkness. It marks the return of Hindu god Lord Rama to northern Ayodhya city after an exile of 14 years after defeating Ravana, the powerful king of Lanka.
Youth from India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province have set on a mission to spread cleanliness message through a motorbike rally. Flagged off earlier this week, the rally will cover the interior regions, villages and the border areas in the province.
A motorbike rally to create awareness about cleanliness was flagged off in Leh town of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province earlier this week. The team of 40 bikers from different professions will spread awareness about Clean India mission while travelling from Leh to the interior regions and the border areas. This is the 10th edition of the Bikers Rally and is organised at the end of every season with different social themes.
हम जितने भी 40 लोग इस रीजन के बिल्कुल इंटीरियर ज़ीरो बॉर्डर गांव में जाएंगे और हम जाके कोशिश करेंगे कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का ये जो अभियान है ये कितना ज़रूरी है और हम लोगों को समझाएंगे, कोशिश करेंगे कि स्वच्छता ही सेवा किसे कहते हैं.
In 2014, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Clean India mission to modernize sanitation in India, asking citizens to take up responsibility in keeping their country clean.
The north and the south blocks of Secretariat building in India's capital New Delhi began to shine with dynamic light combinations with the inauguration of new lighting system on Wednesday. The dynamic facade lighting will be on display throughout the year every day from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m., offering a visual treat to the visitors. Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on southasianewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.